Well, I met John Calder, Beckett's publisher, in 2001. And he was doing a continuation of something called the Theatre of Literature in his bookshop in the Cut in Waterloo, opposite the Young Vic. And in a restaurant in the evening with John and Beckett's photographer, John Minahan, we were sitting around and started talking about Waiting for Godot, and John said he wanted to do a production, and I said, well, I wanted to for a long time because I see productions that don't work, and the Godot company was formed. And so we were happily looking forward to a future of playing Waiting for Godot when the question of copyright came up. John had the rights to some of the plays and some of the prose, but not to Waiting for Godot. But that was useful because we didn't want to stop, so we started doing the other pieces, the lesser known pieces. By now Edward Beckett was interested in our work. Jim Knowlson, the biographer, Beckett's biographer, wrote Damned to Fame. Billy Whitelaw had come to see the work, and so we've really had a very, very good look at a great deal of Beckett. But always at the back of my mind certainly was that we must get back to Waiting for Godot, and this year I checked with Edward Beckett and the rights were available, and Dave Wybrow running the theatre. Well, we'd done 2 festivals here at the Cockpit. So here we were with the opportunity of performing the play, but doing what we did with John Calder. He was the Beckett touchstone because he knew Beckett so well. I mean, they were friends. He even took, I think he drove Beckett to his wedding. He introduced us to the theatrical notebooks, which Beckett notated all the changes that he'd made to the plays, the cuts, the additions, business changing, and it all took place, first of all, in Germany, the Schiller Theatre. Beckett, for the first time, directed Waiting for Godot. And he'd seen many, many productions, and many he disagreed with. The only adaptation that we're making is that his productions were for proscenium stage, a frame. And we're taking this into the round. And it has the advantages that for Waiting for Godot, where the audience is so much a part of the performance, the audience are looking at the actors, but they're also looking at the audience looking at the actors. Beckett had always said that he wanted a tight box for Waiting for Godot. The characters are trapped. They're meant to be in this open space, but they're actually trapped in this tight little space. The sketches in the theatrical notebooks that Beckett made involved the actors moving in circles, sometimes diagonals, that's fine, from corner to corner, and often in circles. The metaphor of the circle underpins the production that we're putting together. We're in the process of converting at the moment from the frame to the circle.